It's me, and welcome to me. This is At Home with Graham Beck, number 11. Hope you're both, well, all of you, everybody who's out there is fine. What you're doing watching this, because you should be outside, it's sunny out there, it's a lovely day. If you're not watching this live, then what are you doing watching this? You've got better things to do. Oh, maybe not. Okay, alright then, I'll make my way back to the keyboard. There we are. Hello. Welcome to, as I've already said that, blah blah blah. There we go. And as you can see, today we are in the kitchen, which is quite handy because I can be, you know, doing that, and at the same time I could be turning the cooker on, having I don't know, a pan of baked beans or something, or I could even reach across and hold an onion. Or not. Anyway, right, what have we in store for you today? Well, we have a few things. We have 4 songs, as per usual, with the interval stuck, 50% after the beginning and 50% before the end, so it's right in the middle. Yeah, I think that's right, anyway. And that's about it, really. So, yes, this is the kitchen, and the previous session we were in the east wing of the back room. So we're gradually, this is the tour, this is the Graham Beck tour. So it's a tour of the house, and we've been upstairs in the bathroom, we've been here, there and just about everywhere. And as you can see, today behind me we have, apart from all the kitchen implements and stuff, and some freshly bottled tomatoes which have been in the oven today. And I was standing here a little bit earlier, all of a sudden one of the tops suddenly went click, and I jumped out of my skin nearly, because they were cooling down, you see. So they're sealed now, good and safe. Yes, we have behind me some words, because I'm going to sing a song that I haven't sung for many years. I wrote it, it's about 3 albums ago. I think it was on the Reversing Sideways in an Upwards Direction album, where in fact I was actually on the front cover dressed as the rabbit, and I was sitting in the bath at that time. We've already seen that bath. So this is off that album, and it's a song which I've been told is a protest song with humour. So I'll go with that. It's all about pollution, basically, and which we have to live with nowadays, unfortunately. So anyway, we'll start things off, and Morph says hello. I say hello, and everybody else says hello. Someone else is saying hello. I'll reply to your replies and comments afterwards, as I always do. But you know, if you're there, by all means, click on the like just to let me know you're there. It's nice to know I'm actually playing to somebody, and apart from Sue sitting the other side there. Yes. Okay. Right. This is called The Fridge. There's a bridge over the river. There's a river over the bridge. There's a bridge over the river where you dumped your fridge. There's a bridge over the river. There's a river over the bridge. There's a bridge over the river where you dumped your fridge. Chemicals spilled into the water and washed its way into town. White metal started rusting, turning the waters purple-brown. Wrote on the fridge with a felt tip, thought I'd christen it King Canute, in the hope that the waters would subside, revealing frogs and a newt. They got together in a chorus, the whole amphibian choir. They sang as one, whilst accompanied by a cross-legged frog playing a lyre. Frigid air, not to scale. This is where I'd like you to join in with the words. They're all la la la's, all written down there for you so you know where you are. In the kitchen. A 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. A la la la. La 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 la. A la la la. La la la. All together now. A 1, 2, 3, 4. A la la la. La 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 la. La la la. La la la. The tide kept turning, the waters pulling back, revealing mud and silt and waste, and an old groover back. Now the big finish, here we go. But there's a bridge over the river. There's a river over the bridge. And there's a bridge over the river where you dump your fridge and the TV and your microwave and that from Arm and the cycle and the mower, probably a quadcast, and that garden gnome with no home. Keep Britain tidy, keep Britain tidy, keep Britain tidy, aha. Britain tidy, keep Britain tidy, keep Britain tidy, aha. Keep Britain tidy, keep Britain tidy, keep Britain tidy, aha. Thank you very much. Thank you. Apparently, Paul was singing. That's good, Paul. I rely on people like your good self, so keep it up. Right, we move on. This is a story, it relates to a TV hero of mine when I was very, very, very young, back in the Middle Ages. I think it was around about the time of, just after 1066, something like that, I can't remember. Just move the sip of water. Well, it's sort of like the cowboy equivalent of Dixon of Dock Green, I suppose, in a way. And that's how I like to think of it. It's the Lone Ranger. Now I have with me, and I found the other day, I'll show you, two photos. Now these are black and white photos. These are very, very small, just slightly larger than your average postal stamp, to be honest. Black and white because they didn't have colour in those days. Now, if I'll come in close so you might be able to see it. There we are. I don't know if you can see that. That's me dressed as the Lone Ranger. I was aged, I don't know, about 7, I think 6 or 7. Now the back gate was this is at my mum and dad's house. The back gate in the back garden was about 5 foot high, so I'm sort of just under that. I'm about 4'9", 4'10"ish. And I was quite tall when I was young. Right, and that's me dressed as, with the mask. Now look, there's another photo of me as the Lone Ranger with the mask removed. Now, I've given the game away, haven't I? Everybody now knows who the Lone Ranger was. Well, that's sad. I've done the same thing. Apart from, of course, you all know, of course, about me being the Batman. And it's between us, it's between you and me. All right? Nobody else knows about it. So, keep it hush. Well, I'm afraid it didn't quite work with the Lone Ranger. I gave the game away, but there we are. Okay, so I'm going to play the song, which, strangely enough, I entitled The Lone Ranger. At the time I was at a loss for another title. But the thing is with The Lone Ranger, when the programme starts, they go through all this sort of spiel at the beginning, that comes riding in, and the commentary says, he was a fabulous individual. And that's what actually sparked my inspiration for the song, excuse me, which I incorporated into the song. Actually, here, when I get started, you'll be thinking, when is he going to start? And I'll start as soon as I get going, I suppose, and not before. I'm in charge here. It might not look like it, but I am, sort of. Right, is that loud enough? Good, okay, we'll give it a go. This is, as I say, it's all about the Lone Ranger, and it is called The Lone Ranger. Star of the TV screen, he thought, Batman hit the scene, was a masked man who rode a pure white horse. His name was the Lone Ranger, of course, and with his sidekick Tonto, who'll always be there pronto, and always gets to see Keith Savvy's side. The Lone Ranger is no stranger to the outlaws and the danger that face him and Tonto every time. The Lone Ranger is no stranger as he rides into danger. This fabulous individual's looking fine. Oh, he's looking fine. Well, he tracks down and fights for arguing pleasure, hope and fear in equal measure. Well, he hunts down the gangs, never to fail. If the lawless always end up in jail, he tries to do his best. He's always way out west. The silver bullet is his calling card. But a Lone Ranger is no stranger to the outlaws and the danger that face him at Tonto every time. The Lone Ranger is no stranger as he rides into danger. This fabulous individual's looking fine. He's looking fine. time. Thank you. That was, if you hadn't guessed by now, The Lone Ranger. I'm now coming once again to that important part of the programme, the interval, where I ask you to put on the kettles if you haven't already done so, make yourself a drink, sit down and relax. My kettle's just over there. But it won't be put on until I've finished, because I'll be put off. And also you'll hear the kettle boiling, etc, etc. So I've got some water, so I'm fine. So I'll just put that on, I'll remove the sing-along words, and we'll have another couple of tunes after the break. Not long before, there goes my next door neighbour with his push bike. Can't see me, but there you go. Right, I'll leave you in the capable hands of Alfonso and his dining room happening, who happens today to be in the dining room, which is quite apt, really, because the previous time I was playing, he was in the kitchen, which didn't quite work. And now he's in the dining room, so it works. So over to you, Alfonso. Sunday afternoon, relaxing tunes, sort of. Well, I promised I'd give you a little bit of news about the new album, which it has all been mixed now, and there are 14 tracks of a wonderfulness and synthiness and singingness and sing-alonginess. There's a lot of misses in there, which is good. The album launch, in fact, this is exciting news, so it should really be a drum roll, because the album is going to be launched on Sunday, the 11th of October, which, strangely enough, is the same Sunday as the next At Home With Beck, number 12. So it'll be a special one. I'll be singing 4 songs off the album. You've already heard 3 of them previously. 2 of them was okay. One of them was an acoustic version, so you hear the full electronic version, plus one you haven't heard as yet. And we're going to be, or I'm going to be, in my front room. So, something, the tour, we're progressing, gradually getting towards the front door, I think, although you might end up going backwards out through the garden to the garden shed or the garage. Who knows? We shall see. We shall see. So, the actual release date for the album is on my birthday, which is Monday the 13th of October, so you'll be getting a preview 2 days before. Ooh, lucky you lot, eh? Lucky you lot. So it's a special, inverted commas, live event, and there's going to be a live audience, an audience of 3. There'll be Sue plus 2 of our friends. So there might even be a bit of cheering and clapping, which will be, you know, physically I'll be able to hear it, as opposed to, you know, it's lovely for you to tell me you're cheering and clapping. That's great. That's great. That's really good. But it's just nice sometimes to sort of the moment, as it were, yes, as you realise. So normally we have about I've been up to sort of 30 odd people here for the album launch, but obviously due to, you know, things as they are at the moment, coronavirus, etc., etc., we're not allowed to. So and I wouldn't want to anyway. So we're actually going to launch it live on the 11th of October at 4 o'clock as usual. So be prepared, special moment, and you'll be able to see the album cover, and I'll let you know of all the tracks that are on the album as well. So there we are. Right, that's the advert done. What have we got? Oh yes, we now have a song. Before the hippies, there were the Beatniks. And the Beatniks is, strangely enough, what this song is going to be about. As once again, I can't remember which album this one is off. It could be off Reverse Sideways and Upwards Direction. It could be off Leisureland. I can't remember. But anyway, it's a lovely laid-back song, sort of nice and sort of jazzy-ish, without being too jazzy, if you know what I mean. And it's nice for a Sunday afternoon. So you can sit there and actually probably now get the cheese and coffees. You've got biscuits, I hope, possibly, and cake. We've got chocolate brownie this afternoon and a cup of tea when I finish, so, you know, sorted. Right, just check on this. Okay, 1 or 2 settings. I'll remove this. Otherwise you'll still think it's the interval, which will be very deceiving. Put on the cooker. Just remember to do that later when we put the cooker on, otherwise it'll go up in flames. Okay, right. This is called You Can't Beat the Beatniks. Beatniks for being weird. You can't beat the Beatniks for growing a great beard. You can't beat the clock, you can't win the game. Everything looks different because everything's the same. Beatniks, Beatniks, Beatniks. Beatniks are hip daddy-o. Beatniks, cool cats. Beatniks, you dig. Beatniks, Beatniks, down and out. For being cool. You can't beat the Beatniks for breaking all the rules. You can't beat the system, you're running out of time. You can't hang a fish on the washing line. No, you can't, because you know why? Because it's too slippery. Beatniks, 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 da-da-da-da, Beatniks, hip daddy-o, Beatniks, cool cats, Beatniks, B-U-T, Beatniks, Beatniks, ooh, down and out. spoken word. You can beat the Beatniks for being quite absurd. You can't lose your marbles unless they roll down the drain. You can't be square when everyone's insane. Everyone's insane. Beatniks, hey daddy, oh Beatniks, cats, Beatniks, 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 striped jumpers, blackberries, skinny jeans, Beatniks, 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 down and out, 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 down and out. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, that was. I said that was nice and relaxing. It's relaxing, and then it's not. You know, it's a sort of dynamic. I'm getting a bit warm. A bit warm. Okie dokie. Right, we move along to the very last number. And what can I say? I've mentioned the album. Oh yeah, what? Yeah, what I can say about it is that it's a cover version, and once again, obviously, it's my version of the song. So you know, you have to be prepared for this. It's the I usually when I'm playing a cover version, I usually ask the audience, do you like, and whatever the song is by, they'll say, someone might shout yes. And when I get a bit disheartened, you know. So this is by Kate Bush. So if there's any Kate Bush fans out there, I do apologise in advance, but this is my Ibiza rave version of Running Up That Hill. I have been known to do a March version, for obvious reasons, but I decided for today, since we haven't had any sort of disco-y type songs, dancey songs, I thought, yeah, I'll finish on this one. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm afraid you'll have to lump it, really. Okay, let me just put the settings in here. Right, that's that. This is going to speed along at 138 beats per minute. So it's still dancey, but you know, just be careful if you are dancing. Good, okay. And it's going to be the welcome return of the Cube of Disco. So, we'll get the number started first. Feel how it Voila, the cube of a disco. You unpack me, but to see how deep a blade lies. Unaware until you sunder, but there's thunder in our eyes. So much hate for the ones we love. Tell me we love where don't we? You and me, we won't be unhappy. We won't be unhappy. We won't be unhappy. Say we won't be unhappy now. If I could, I could deal with God and log in the swap our places. We run up that road, we run up that hill, we run up that building. If I only could. Come on, angel, come on, darling, let me steal this moment from you now. Come on, baby, come on, angel, let's exchange experience. You and me, we won't be unhappy. We won't be unhappy. We won't be unhappy. Say we won't be unhappy now. If I could you and God look in to swap our places. We run up that road, we run up that hill, we run up that building. Oh, if I could you and God now look in and swap our places. We run up that road, we run up that hill, we run up that building. We run up that road, we run up that hill, we run up that building. We run up that road, we run up that hill, we run up that building. If I only could, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. And now can swap our places. We run up that road, we run up that hill, we run up that building. Thank you very much, thank you. And we come to the end of this afternoon's entertainment. We've done it after a very slight false start and a bit of a sort of a false end there as well. We've managed to get in about 40 minutes worth, so that's not too bad. So I hope you've enjoyed yourselves as much as I've enjoyed myself. Even though I'm rather warm, I might even just wander out into the garden amongst the banana plants which are fruiting, which some people know about, but they're not going to be edible. They're inedible. They're only really, really small. It's not warm enough here, unfortunately. But, you know, that's his life, unfortunately. So I will hand you over to the very, very good and very, very talented Alfonso and his dining room happening. And I'll talk you out of the end, as it were. Alfonso, take it away! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'd like to thank everybody for being, what should we say, on your sofas, on your armchairs, wherever you're sitting, standing, kneeling, lying, hanging hanging from, who knows where you're watching us from. And thank you very much for watching, and I wouldn't be here if you weren't there at all. So thank you very much, and I look forward to catching up with you again in just over 4 weeks' time on the 11th of October, Sunday at 4 o'clock. So I'd like to thank Morph. He never does anything, but I'd like to thank him for just being there. Front with the Liar, the Mule of a Disco. What else? That's about it. That's about it, really. I'll just have to waffle now. Oh yes, I mustn't forget that woman behind the scenes, Miss Sue Butler. Yay! She actually sort of training to about there. Yeah. So, there we are. So, thank you. Now the problem is, will we be able to stop the thing? We only just managed to get it started, but let's have a look. We might be able to stop it. It might be on that red bar down there. That red, oh, that's the one. That's the one there. That red bar. I'll come in close. Goodbye.